stage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. I don't need to. I've got little legs. I got you, boy.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Coleman. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Watch the run.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That is caught inside the 5. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, nothing. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Second and 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Check. 53 is mine. Take it. 53 is mine. I'm going to lose one. No.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Safe. Watch the 6.
Running the toss here to Jacobs. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Running is Jacobs. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs, and he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just know.
It's a foot race. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Under any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, watch the slant. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, D. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the screen. Look. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one like they kind of rubbed their nose in it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Not here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Off the field. Off the field. Hey, check 24. Check please. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command center.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier, to the sideline, and incomplete.
Come on, baby.
Pickles forward there on the cover.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. For 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 32-yard line.
Check 3.
2nd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy people loved it, right? Anybody who's going to touch the ball, gain yards, maybe put more points on the board, they're happy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play it that way.
And he's going to go down again. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They come out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 7 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. shotgun snap to Mahomes. And a quick throw here that's complete. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offense is called 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a carry for Jacobs. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the whip.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
2nd and 9 now. Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it?
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 85 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 10 more there and another first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Averaging 50 yards of boot so far as this one's away. Yards on the return that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Single receiver. Check Nick out.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught.
We play to win. Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Oakland, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner.